welcome back, everyone. It's the Super Kelly Brothers podcast. May the fourth be with you. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly. May the fourth be with you always. Oh, I forgot to put my helmet on.
Oh, Jody. I should put my helmet on, actually. Now that I think about it. I do have
do it like this.
I do have Star Wars things there, though.
Yeah. I'm not gonna wear this for the full thing. I could wear it like that, couldn't I?
Could do, and then it'll just fall and hit you in the nose. Could do that.
Folk will be like, that's not an OG one. I know. I couldn't get an OG one. They're too expensive. This is their very cheap Hasbro version that they brought out. It was only like, I don't know, 30 quid or something. But still does a trick.
Hi.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably like improve on it and get like, you know, the kind of those kind of red lenses in there. Could probably fill it out.
Green? I mean, kind of green lenses?
Vacuum form. Oh no, Darth Vader's got the red lenses, isn't he?
Aye.
Sorry, you're right. Yeah, it's green lenses.
Yeah, green ones.
Yeah, vacuum form your own lenses. Why don't you vacuum form lenses, Jody?
Why don't you vacuum form lenses?
Oh, maybe I will.
Oh, maybe I will. Who knows?
Today's May the 4th, which is traditionally Star Wars Day. Do you know where the phase originated? You'll be shocked. You'll never guess.
As in, what era of movies coming out?
No. Do you know who came up with the phrase first? May the 4th.
Who came up with the phrase first?
May the 4th be with you. Sorry.
It's a relatively new thing, though, isn't it? That people celebrate it.
Yeah, but the origins are.
Was it not from Celebration, as in Star Wars Celebration? No.
The first uttering of the phrase "May the 4th be with you" was just after the 1979 UK general election, when Maggie Thatcher won the vote, and the party purchased a full-page ad in the newspaper that read, "Dear Maggie, may the 4th be with you, your party workers."
Aye, but that wasn't Star Wars related, so that doesn't count.
That's the first recorded time. There you go. From the horse's mouth here. The first recorded use of "May the 4th be with you" was on the day Maggie Thatcher won the 1980s.
But when was it first recorded in the context of Star Wars?
I don't know.
I'd like to know. I think it was fairly recently.
Answers in the comments below.
And I'm thinking 10, 15 years ago, I reckon, when I'm saying that.
Shortly after Disney purchased them?
I'm thinking 2000s. Or possibly. Aye. I don't think it's been going that long.
They've milked the crap out of it.
Please tell us in the comments.
There's a whole bunch of merch out there. Roosevelt's got a new shirt out. There's a whole bunch of like bum bags that have been Ashley Ahsoka voice actress.
Ashley Ahsoka.
Ashley, what's her name? Ashley. Anyway, whatever her name is. She's got a whole new line of clothes out now because of it.
Oh, the girl that played her in that animated. She does that at the celebrations, doesn't she? She's got Star Wars themed clothes. Quite. I'm not sophisticated, but quite subtly Star Wars. But when you know, you know.
Oh God, I hate that phrase. Oh my God, I hate that phrase. I hate it.
When you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Oh my God. That is a phrase I cannot stand. Just tell people. Don't gate. Like, what you're doing is you're gatekeeping it for people. Don't do that. Just let people into the fandom and let them enjoy it as much as you do. It's like me going like that. What's that T-shirt from? And I go, if you know, you know.
No, but people don't want
Jurassic
other
Park,
people in their wee secret thing that they think, their small cult movie called Star Wars. People don't want that. Yeah, so I'm going to keep saying it to annoy you.
It is a phrase that, and at the end of the day, and it is what it is. Those are the three phrases that just make me my toes curl.
I'm not being funny, but what about that one?
That's okay.
Is it?
I think that's filler more than anything else.
Do you know what I hate? I'll tell you what I hate. when they say about something to the maximum, they're like, I mean, I hate this 110% or 120%.
110%. I cannot stand 110%. I'll give it 110%. No, you won't.
Not unless you're Nigel Tufnell with an amp.
It is physically impossible for these guys to 11. Exactly. He can. That's that. Maybe that's his joke.
Yeah.
Maybe that I'm realizing now. I was this year's old when I discovered that's what he meant was 110%, because he probably hates it too.
Maybe
and that was the joke. And that's probably maybe the joke. Also, the BBC Player app goes to 110 as well. The loudest volume is 11 on the BBC iPlayer app.
Can we get back to the thing now? We've got 3 people. Anybody there in the comments, could you tell us where the origin of May the 4th be with you came from? Yes. And we know it's a play on words, not that as in the first time it was ever in a Star Wars context made.
We know it's Maggie.
Was it recently?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't mean recently. I mean like within the last 15 years. 10,
like since Disney bought them, because that's when they ramped up.
I think it's a Disney thing. Aye. They've made it more of a big deal. I think
Yeah, but if you know, don't keep it to yourself. Like if you know. If you know, you know.
Anyway, did you do anything Star Wars? Did you do anything Star Warsy today? Did you have a lightsaber fight with yourself?
No, I didn't. I did admin things today. That's what I did today. Oh. Well, I guess that's ISB. There you go. Yeah. I'll go with that. I did house because it's the first of the beginning of the month. I did all the sort of the household chores like paying bills and
we don't
writing checks and stuff like that. I know exactly. I don't want to know that stuff either.
Right. So you didn't do anything Star Warsy. I didn't do anything Star Warsy, but now we are doing something Star Warsy right now.
Yes.
So we don't have any stories apart from Let's Do Star Wars.
We just have Let's Do Star Wars. We're talking Star Wars today. Specifically, we're talking all the TVs. It's going to be our sort of our reasoning why these are our favorite Star Wars TV shows, because there's a lot of them now.
Well, it's
Disney's
did you put yours in order?
I did, and I didn't forget any.
I put mine in order and I forgot one. And you had forgotten one, and I was like, "What one is it?" No, it doesn't matter. So I just kept going. Anyway, I looked at my list. I looked at my list, and I thought, "Oh, cheers! What's that you've got there?"
It's a Jura.
Oh, nice. Cheers.
Cheers. I'll get one in for later.
Chin chin. Yeah. So there's one I forgot, but then I thought, where am I going to stick that in the list? And I thought, I don't know. So I've just left it off. You've got it in your list anyway, so it's fine.
God. That's brutal.
What I was going to suggest, though, that we talked about the not Thunderbirds, not Thundercats.
Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts. Yeah, the box office. It's doing not bad in the old box office.
It is, yeah.
And Sinners is doing pretty good as well. It's holding on in there. It had quite a good opening, Thunderbolts, and it deserves it, I have to say. I saw it yesterday. More about that later.
Yeah. I'm going to go and see it on Tuesday. It'll be a Tuesday.
It'll be a Tuesday.
I'll go and see it. And if you know, you know.
Yep. If anybody gets that reference, I'll be very surprised.
I'll be very surprised as well. Anyway, do you want to go first with your list, or do you want me to go first with my list?
I don't mind. I'll go first. I'll need to excuse me while I whip it out. As
and if you know that,
as the sheriff of Blazing Saddles.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. Thanks for not keeping that.
Unfortunately, it's on my phone, so you might get a bit of
That's the guy from.
I nearly started doing your list there.
I'll be like, that mine's really similar.
Very similar. Right, so will I go? And I've got a top 11 as well, and I still missed one off. What a tube. Anyway, so this is a worst to best top 11 Star Wars TV, in my opinion. Right, so don't shout at me. Okay, so
How did you get 11 with and I'll let you go.
I had to go. Well, I thought I'd got them all, but I hadn't. So, in 11th place is Book of Boba Fett. That's pretty far down the list. It's not even top 10. Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
They had good moments in it, and listen, all of these have got great moments in them, but not all of them tied together.
How much? It's more kind of like him. Like you enjoyed this one over these other ones.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like picking your favorite child. It's like it's impossible to pick your favorite child.
Some have snorters coming out their noses and things like that. Some don't. I am that guy today. What the hell am I talking about? Anyway, right, we're in the top 10 now. Forget about that. Bad Batch animated. It's animated and live action. We're doing TV shows on Disney Plus.
I'm gonna switch to other networks. I might drop a wee bit.
Right. Okay. So Bad Batch has got some great moments in it. It's not my favourite show, obviously, but it's still in the top 10. And I think am I right in saying there's only 12? Is there 12 shows we could have chosen from? No, 13
there's depends on how you're counting it, because there's Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire, and Tales of the Underworld, which is out today, which I will be watching later on. I will be doing Star Warsy things later.
So will I. By the way, that premiered on a Fortnite a couple of days ago. The first 2 episodes.
Did it?
Yeah, because Fortnite's got this Star Wars themed battle mode. So yeah. Bad Batch. Bad Batch is a terrific looking animation as well. It's probably one of the best looking animations out just now. That whole team are absolutely nailing it. Clone Wars, fantastic show as well. Animation.
Only caught bits and pieces.
I've not seen them all.
Yeah,
I've not seen them all. So that's why it's kind of low in the. It's hard. It really is hard to kind of choose. Tales of, I've just called it, rounding up all 3 as my number 8. Really some hard hitting stuff there. Explains things that you might have wondered about as well. I feel as if we've spoken of this before, but sometimes Lucasfilm just makes shows so they can explain plot holes or movies. It's like Rogue One. Let's explain the plot hole of the exhaust port and the Death Star. Let's do it. Make $1 million, explanation.
Yeah.
So then I've got Acolyte, first live action in this lot. First live action in the top 10.
What episode? What ranking did you give to Acolyte? Sorry,
that is number 7.
7.
I enjoyed it. I know it was controversial. I didn't not get into all that controversy. I just watched it for what it was, and I enjoyed it.
I didn't understand the controversy of it, to be honest.
I think the only parts I thought were a bit ropey were some of the acting was a wee bit ropey, but the story and stuff I was fine with.
But that would lead them home. There's a lot of rope. There's a lot of ropey acting and a lot of ropey lines in Star Wars. The whole clunky
Padme, the whole
thing,
the whole Padme Anakin romance in Attack of the Clones. Jeez, that's
clunky.
Oh, that's worse than clunky.
McClunky. That's what it is.
Funky, clunky.
Yeah.
Okay, so top 6. Obi Wan I've got in there, number 6. It had its moments, but there was some really unforgivable things in that show.
Yeah. The snowspeeder section.
The snowspeeder section.
The snowspeeders that came down
the whole hiding Leia.
The whole rescue thing. Yeah.
The whole Leia.
You got under there.
the Leia forest chase scene, but then it gave us some of the greatest Star Wars we've ever had as well, with the Obi Wan
the final
Vader
showdown
fight
between him and Vader. Yeah,
aye, some of the greatest stuff. I didn't have a top 11. I've got Clone Wars in twice. So then we're in the top 5. We're in the
fraud.
top. So that was actually 5 then.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the top 5 now. So Ahsoka, I've got next. Fantastic show. I really liked it. I know you guys maybe didn't enjoy it as much as I did.
This list is very different to my list,
which is good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed the show. Ahsoka was not the most interesting character in that show.
Stare off into space.
And again, some bits weren't great, but when it was great, it was some of the best Star Wars we've
had.
Yeah. Rebels, the animated series, absolutely fantastic. The top 3, I struggled with which one to rank where I put it, but I just thought I'll go with my heart with it. Rebels, terrific. Again, I've not seen all of it, but what I've seen of it is absolutely phenomenal. Some of the best Star Wars story writing as well, and some deep stuff they've got in there.
But Ahsoka's kind of the live action Rebels, though, isn't it? It follows on because it does follow, because there is actually a bit in it where Ahsoka turns up and takes
right.
Ahsoka
is the following all the characters from the Ghost, the ship. Apart from the blind dude, what's his name again?
Fred.
Fred Flintstone.
Blind Fred.
Well, Fred, he plays Freddy in.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah. He plays. He plays. Oh God, what's his name? Urza.
Spoilers. He dies.
What?
In the animated show. Yeah, terrific stuff. So then I've got Mandalorian in at number 2. Kicked off the whole Disney Plus thing. Kicked off the Star Wars TV shows. Brilliant. Some of it's a bit slow paced and stuff. A lot of slow walking scenes, which is a bit kind of my feelings about them. But brilliant. I even loved season 3, apart from the Jack Black Lizzo episode. That was a bit weird.
Like that one.
It's just a bit weird.
I want to see a detective.
It came at the wrong place. The pacing for me, it came just at the wrong place.
Yeah.
If they had it maybe earlier on in the season.
Do you think maybe though that if the Mandalorian had been a 26-parter, like a 26-episode season, like we used to have, then that would you would actually feel differently about that episode? You'd say, "Oh, that was actually a really fun episode."
Yeah,
and it was fine, but because it's like you've got 10 episodes, whatever it is, 8 episodes. It feels like you're wasting time on these things.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
And then Andor, obviously, probably most people's top pick for Star Wars. It's prime Star Wars.
Is on IMDb.
What?
It is on IMDb.
Aye. But it's prime Star Wars. A lot of people, I mean, Star Wars fans are funny because it's like there's so many different versions of Star Wars that you can get. This doesn't have the pew pew, and it doesn't have Jedi in it. It doesn't have any of that stuff. It's all the politics stuff. So it's kind of a bit of a slow burn, but boy, is it good! And some of the greatest monologues we've had, and some great action sequences, really. And the first season was just tremendous. Second season is looking to be just as good, if not better. So fantastic. What's not to like?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean that's the I always talk about Andor, like what my wish was for it, and it's even more like that in season 2. It's like
absolutely
secret army, and especially now they get the French guys. He's doing something. He's doing his nose thing again. He's got his wee nose problem again.
Oh, I just had to blow it there. My nose.
That's great. Okay.
Ding me. Oh.
Well, it's a good list. I like your reasons. However, I would like to counter that by saying you're wrong, obviously, and I have the definitive list.
Yes. It's definitive. No
I have the
arguments.
definitive list. No arguments. This is the one. Everyone will agree with me. No one will agree with you.
You're
Bigly,
wrong, I'm right.
huge, all that kind of
You're
stuff.
big. I'm big, you're small.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Wait, was that not Kevin Spacey's grasshopper? From A Bug's Life. It was A Bug's Life. I'm big, you're small. Bug's Life.
Well, it might be, but it's Matilda. It's in Matilda. Danny
Oh,
DeVito.
maybe it is actually. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's the before she puts him in the chokey.
What?
The chokey in Matilda, the prison, the room with the thing. Anyway, I didn't put any ones that I hadn't watched all of in it because I didn't think it was fair.
Oh.
So that's why mine's the definitive list.
Do you say they've cheated?
No. But however, I also have a top 11. So Bubbling Under is Visions for me.
I didn't have a top 11. I made a mistake.
Oh, that's true. You had a top 10. All right.
So
Well, forget about that then.
Skeleton Crew in there somewhere. Damn it.
You should have.
Well.
Oh well. 11 for me for Visions. It's good, but it's not great. There was a lot of kind of like things in there that were a bit
experimental,
kind of experimentally and what iffy, and I didn't quite like the way it was going. But it's fine. It was okay. Like a lot of it was good though. Tales of the Jedi is 10 for me. I split out the Tales ones because I don't know what the Tales of Underworld is going to be like. I'm assuming it's going to be exactly the same as these other ones. Tales of the Jedi was really good.
Yep.
There's a lot of kind of backstory in there, and it deals with like there's a lot of like unfinished business that Filoni has with some of the characters.
Yeah,
and he pads it out really well.
You got Ahsoka as a kid, don't you? Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and she's doing the touching the big creaturey thing. Yep. And again, it's from the same team, I presume, that do the Bad Batch and
yeah, they are a hell of a team.
Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm. They just celebrated the anniversary. Did you watch that wee mini? There was a wee mini documentary about the animation section of Lucasfilm.
No, I didn't. No,
it was kind of roundabout when Celebration was on. Really good, really nice tribute to them and what they're doing. You know,
right, okay,
fantastic.
And the number 9 for me was Boba Fett. Boba Fett is my favorite. One of my favorite characters in Star Wars, and it just some of it worked and some of it just didn't. I hated the mods. I just thought that was
the thing about the Boba Fett thing is everybody was like really amped up about it because we saw him in Mandalorian. Remember?
Yeah,
that episode when he was just killing it, man.
Yeah,
the stormtroopers were just getting left, right, and center, and then we got this kind of more pacifist Boba Fett,
kind of slow paced, kind
Zen.
Of, you know. He's exactly. He's more like
Zen Fett.
Yeah, Zen Fett. And I don't know. It just didn't work for me. I thought they could have done something a bit better with the character. Tamura Morrison, he's obviously still dead chuffed with it, with the outcome of it, and you know, he still wants to be Boba Fett, which is great. So bring him back on the Mandalorian. He's brilliant. He's really good.
It's terrific. It's when they bring him out with Daniel, you know, the young
son,
Boba.
Django,
that's absolutely terrific.
Sorry, Boba. Sorry, when he brings him out with Boba, he plays, because he's Django.
Tamara was Django.
Yeah.
But the chemistry is fantastic there. You know,
it's brilliant. But Daniel Logan, isn't it?
Daniel Logan, that's right. Yeah. He just pisses himself laughing at.
He does, yeah.
You know, and he calls him Dad.
Because he said that he took him to the side once and goes, "All right, boy, I'm going to call you son, and you call me Dad, and we'll keep it like that. And then we know what characters we're playing."
Yeah, brilliant.
Thanks. Like I said, bit of a fan of Boba Fett. Anyway, after Boba Fett, number 8, Ahsoka. It was there was again editing and pacing was a bit off in this show for me. The criticisms of Ahsoka didn't really have a lot. Like Ahsoka was like when she was Snips, she was very. I know she was animated, but she was also animated in her actions as well. And I felt like the stoic version of her was not as good as the Snips version of her. I know she's grown up and all that kind of stuff, and that was kind of what they were trying to portray, but it didn't work for me. I preferred it being a bit more snippy.
Not that interesting a character, really.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line, I think.
I mean, Doctor Who he was more interesting, I thought.
Yeah. I liked all the zombie stormtroopers and the
zombie stormtroopers were great. Elspeth as well she was good as well.
Thrawn and all that.
Thrawn.
The witches. Yeah.
Yeah. Like exactly the witches of Dathomir. That was a good like subplot. Balin Skull and
brilliant!
His acolyte.
Their relationship was the most interesting part in that as well. Definitely. Aye.
So which means we need a show to show how they got to where they are now. We need that.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what Rory, whatever his chops is from Game of Thrones, does with the character.
Yarp.
Balin. Interesting. Yarp. and Hot Fuzz.
And Hot Fuzz.
Of course. And he was the Quaker, not Quaker, the Porridge Oats.
Oh, he's a Porridge Oats guy. That's right. Yeah, he started. That's right. That was it. He started, wasn't it? The Porridge Oats guy.
Aye.
On top of a mountain, which is where we find him at the start of season 2, probably because that's where we left him off in season 1.
Yep.
After Ahsoka, probably no surprise, Obi Wan in here. Just again, they're running through the woods. And then they're running across the rooftops, and then they're running across this and that. And the next thing is like we've done the running. Enough with the running. The whole.
Not a fan of running.
No. Do you know you see vloggers and they show the entire trip of them like walking down the concourse of an airport? Stop it. No one's interested in you walking down the concourse. And that's the pacing you were getting in Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I think the director was it was the wrong director, the choice. Did she not direct
Deborah Chow?
Did she not direct the movie with Frances McDormand?
No, that was the woman that did the Eternals.
Aye. Right, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're right.
So again, those are two different things. So in that case, they have all these things pre-vised, and so they know that they're going to have like some special effects thing that's going to happen. They actually plan the movies out somewhat, Marvel, although you wouldn't know it recently.
Not this phase.
Not this phase.
Finally finished.
Previous phases. Yeah, thank God. But they bring in these directors with like these, like the woman that did Nomad. Sorry, I can't remember.
Nomadland.
I think she's Vietnamese. I think, or Thai. Anyway, so they bring these directors in. They've got like great like directional chops for doing like intimate scenes between like two actors or whatever, like pieces to camera and stuff like that, and they do them brilliantly, and they've got fantastic direction there. And then they go and now direct a big blockbuster film, but they only want them for that wee bit where they're sitting around having a chat about coffee tables from IKEA, and I suppose this is made of vibranium, like that kind of stuff. And so the actual director themselves don't really get involved with all the special effects stuff. That's all like second unit things.
Of course, yeah. But well, in fact, Deborah Chow actually directed some of the Mandalorian, didn't she? That's why she got the gig.
Yes, that's the reason why she got the gig.
Obi-Wan. Yeah. And she did a good job in those ones, so I don't know where it all went wrong, because some of the action sequences were really badly edited and really clunky looking. And the whole, like we said about the whole hiding the Leia underneath the cloak thing. Why did they think that was good?
Don't know. I really don't know. And like I think there was a lot of. I think the biggest problem though is that they have all these shows. They have a show like called Ahsoka, and they have a show called Obi Wan Kenobi, and they have a show called Boba Fett, and then they don't actually put the people, like, they're not front and center.
Yeah.
Like every episode is like, it's like a Doctor Who light episode. It's like, I get that, he's busy and he's like shooting back to back and all that kind of stuff, and he's not going to be in every single episode, but he should be in the majority of them. It's his name on the title card.
Tell you, I know I'm skipping ahead a bit, but this the second season of Andor, Cassian's character is really good. They've done a lot of good stuff with the character. I think in this show, and it's refreshing because, like you say, like Ahsoka was not the best part of that show.
No, it was a wasted opportunity, I think.
And Obi Wan was a wasted opportunity as well. But like I said, there's so many great bits in it that it's hard not to put, in the top 5. But
a lot of it doesn't feel like
frustrating.
And it's
frustrating.
I understand why Obi-Wan is possibly the way he is, because the Jedi Temple's gone, the Order's in disarray, there's only a handful of Jedi left, and they're being hunted to extinction.
Yeah.
But he mopes around like somebody's, like, rear-ended his car more than anything else. Like, that's not...
his land speeder.
Rear-ended his land speeder, yeah. And it just feels the wrong emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's too sad.
Emo Jedi. But it's like an over the top sad because somebody's bashed into the back of your land speeder sad, rather than my entire life has got, like, you handle it better when your entire life has gone to. It's a weird thing, I know, but it's like there's not. You kind of get on with it, and there's a sadness there, but it's not like an overpowering sadness. Whereas when somebody rearranges your car, it's a day wrecker, and you feel worse about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not making no sense. I know, but
the thing is, though, I think
like he wandered around the scenes like this,
but the tone was all wrong to begin with, straight away. And I think the tone was all over the place as well, in the TV series as well. It just, I don't know, man. It was like, I mean, were those bits meant to be comedic when she was running about the forest? But
don't know.
I don't know. It was just all over the place.
Maybe we were missing whimsy, Judy.
Whimsy.
Yeah.
That's what we need. A Star Wars series with whimsy in it.
We'll get to whimsy in just a second. Stay tuned for number 5. Number 6, though, Tales of the Empire, I thought was better than Tales of the Jedi, because I like to see the dark side and how they work, because we don't really get a lot of look into the dark side, which is one of the reasons why I liked the Acolyte as well, is that you get to see how the dark side is working. Know your enemy and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Tales of the Empire, another animated show from the team that gave us every other animated piece of Star Wars.
That show as well. I think it was that show covered a couple of things that we,
There's the Count Dooku, Qui-Gon. I think it's covered in that show, where it's like they're both kind of simpatico at some point. Where it's like, because it's from a certain point of view type thing.
I would like to see them do a show like that, though. The book that they've done, a certain point of view.
Yeah,
I would love to see them do that as a show. I think it'd be cracking.
Because that would be their what if, basically.
Aye, well, not really, because it's
true. Yeah, it'd be like their what if, like the alternative viewpoint.
So it's like the viewpoint of the stormtroopers, for example. At the Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen's,
Have you seen? There's a good example of that. There's Prince William. He's going like this to the crowd, like that. But from the side, it looks like he's doing something else.
No way.
And of course, that's the one that they show is from the side view, but they don't show him going like that, and he's going 3.
Yeah. Sloan's holding
so
3
like,
fingers
from a
certain,
exactly, yeah. But from the side, from a certain point of view. Anyway,
podcasters, podcast listeners.
Number 5. Oh yeah,
Yeah, that'd be a good show actually if they did that.
yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Number 5, Skeleton Crew. Whimsy, Jodie. Whimsy.
That does have whimsy, to be fair.
It's a lot of overload
It's
of
a romp.
whimsy.
It's a romp.
It's a good going. It's the Goonies. It's your Saturday morning cartoons. It's Caravan
palate
of Courage,
cleanser.
whatever it is.
It was a palate cleanser for a lot of people after Acolyte as well.
It's a kids show, clearly, because it's aimed at the kids. But I really enjoyed it. I thought the characters were delightful. I thought they were very believable. I thought that Jude Law did a really good job hamming it up. Because you need the. Did he not play? Did he play Hook in something? I get him mixed up with someone else. I know. What's his face? The guy from Harry Potter played Hook, but did he play Hook in something? Maybe not.
The guy in White Lotus.
Isaacs.
Jason Isaacs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I think you're right. Actually, he played. It was the live action Peter Pan thing that came out in Disney. It was Hook in that.
All right. Okay.
Jude Law.
Right. There you go then.
Which wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was called Wendy. Peter and Wendy.
Right. Peter Pan and Pete and Wendy. I don't know.
Pete and Wendy. Yeah.
And in Blackpool, Pete and Wendy.
Yeah.
You know.
Skeleton Crew was definitely a palate cleanser for everybody after the Acolyte.
Right.
But and I was worried because I thought these kids are going to get, if this is bad, these kids are going to be destroyed the same way that little Jake Lloyd that played young Anakin.
Yeah.
Although I think he maybe had problems anyway, mental issues.
He did some mental health issues. Yeah,
it's not going to help, is it? In fact, I was watching the ILM, and they're talking about Jar Jar Binks.
Ahmed Best.
And he was suicidal. And they talk about it in the show, it's really terrible what he went through.
It's really bad because considering the amount of time and effort they put into that character to try and to salvage it for the screen and get it mostly live action but some CGI and
then
eventually
they
gave
a
up.
sore thumb that it was maybe over the too comedic, not comedic, but too. They went over the top with it.
But that was George. George is going, no, keep going.
Yep.
He encouraged the.
Well, that's what he said to the main guys. It was I can't remember the guy's name. It's John Knowles, the other guy.
The animation guy. The Canadian dude.
And he got a total kind of panic attack. He's like, George, I don't think I can do it. I don't know, are people going to like it? He's like, you don't need to worry about them. Worry about if I like it, and I do. Right. So get back to work.
Yeah. Because he was saying about all the millions of people who are going to be hating on me.
And then after that, obviously, people did hate the Jar Jar stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been a wild time, that, because it was so successful, but at the same time getting people were and it was at the beginning of Keyboard Warriors as well, wasn't it? Really, going
1999. Yeah, I mean the internet had been going for a good couple of 95 was sort of the sort of rise of the internet, Windows 95.
Yeah. So that was all that stuff.
So there was forums, there was the alt news groups as well, Usenet groups as well.
Yeah. So I'm glad that
dark time.
The kids didn't have a hard time from the internet, numbskulls that can be out there.
Because it was a good show. I mean, it was fun.
Yes, but I would say though you could slap Marvel onto that. You could slap not Harry Potter maybe, but you could slap Guardians of the Galaxy or or
Yeah.
I don't know, some other kind of space opera sort
Yeah.
of thing. Star Trek. You could have done a Star Trek
Could have
version
done
of
Star
it.
Trek, yeah.
You know,
And they kind of have done with that with Star Trek Prodigy, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Which
So
is maybe the reason why the Star Wars Skeleton Crew got greenlit is because Star Wars Prodigy was the thing.
yeah, it wasn't quite Star Wars enough for me,
Not enough lightsabers.
and the pirate stuff was too piratey. And you
Jeez,
never go too piratey.
no, that's true.
It's my
Never go
advice.
full pirate.
Never go full pirate. Ooh, arr, arr.
Never go full
When you
R.
say ooh, arr, that could be
Or
farmer or pirate. You know. You
well, that's the
decide.
thing is that is the thing is because the pirates be talking like this because they're from the west of England, down Cornwall way, and that's where you get the UR combine harvester and all that.
You could be talking about your flock of sheep,
Could be.
or
Why
or
did you
talking
go with
about
sheep?
or talking about plundering a
Right. Anyway,
I don't know.
moving along.
Aye.
Number 4. This is us deep in the top 5 now. So number
Well,
4,
deep,
Bad
we're deep,
Batch.
guys. We're deep.
Bad Batch was a every week. This is my program I'm watching for the longest time. I loved the Bad Batch. I thought it was really well animated. I loved the shows. Were not a fan of one of the characters in the show. There's a time jump.
That's kind of
between season 1 and season 2.
That's ruined that show for me.
Well, she's a live action character now in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Disney. So,
oh god,
along with Mandalorian and Grogu,
Omega,
because Boba was Alpha. She was Alpha.
Oh, still
never go full pirate. Arr.
Or full farmer, for that matter.
That's right. Yeah.
You decide.
I don't know what he's talking about. Edge and edge. I don't know what he's talking about. An edge and his edge.
Oh, did you see? Did you see David Beckham met Gerald?
No.
Last week he was in the. No, did you not see that? David Beckham was visiting and got a photograph taken with Gerald.
Oh, did he? Oh, that makes his day.
Yeah,
David Beckham's day, obviously not Gerald's day.
It did make David Beckham's day because he was loving it. It did.
Because Gerald probably was like, "Who's that?" I just love that blank expression that Jeremy Clarkson's got every time he talks. He goes, "Oh, yeah, yep."
Anyway, sorry,
Bad Batch. Brilliant. Not afraid to, unalive characters. Not a problem for the old Bad Batch. They had a 3-season arc, and they kept themselves to the 3-season arc. So, it doesn't matter. D.D. Baker's he's the guy that's voicing everything. So, it's one less. Woo! We've got one less character to do. You're still paying me, right?
Well, we got a wee bit of expansion on some of the clone stuff as well, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Because it's Bad Batch is Clone Unit 99, and they're the defective clones. So they don't happen to have. The Order 66.
Like the oh god, it was one of the episodes in season 3, and it kind of expanded on. Was it the Palpatine cloning?
Palpatine cloning. So it was that, and there was also like clone rights as well, because basically at the end of the war, when the Galactic Republic was formed, that was the end of the clone army. Like there was no need for a clone army at that point. So there's billions of these guys. What do we do with them? And it was all the clone rights and like should they get pensions and things.
That's right. Aye, that's right.
It was all kind of like political intrigue as well. So in a kids' cartoon, which is kind of crazy, but yeah, good stuff. Number 3, The Acolyte for me.
High. It's very high.
Unlike the Last Jedi, sorry, I thought that the Acolyte was a bold experiment, and I thought it worked.
Last Jedi again.
Oh, sorry. I lied.
It was bold.
Do you know that thing that Bix? Do you know that thing that Bix gets put on? That's you. That's a recording of you complaining about The Last Jedi for 17 hours. That's why she went mad.
God. Oh, don't get me started. Yeah, Acolyte was a bold show. And it was, I think
Jody, there are old shows and there are bold shows, but there are no old, bold shows.
I think that it should have been a bit classier, though. It should have been more Andor than you know, Book of Boba Fett.
Well,
that's the only thing I think it was lacking a little bit on. But I think the story was there. I think the characterization and stuff like that was there. Some of the acting was a bit ropey, like I said, but like you said, fair enough. We have had that problem.
We've had ropey
Star
before.
Wars. We've had ropiness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did enjoy that show. And
I liked the whole.
Buy into all the crap that was surrounding it.
No, I mean I like the whole intrigue. Like I like the whole thing about the Jedi were purists and they were basically religious zealots, and it was either their way or no way. And I like that storyline. That's like, oh, I never thought of it like that before, but that's a good point. And like, stealing kids from families and like, sequestering them back to the Jedi temple. And like, oh, I know, but wrapping it in a way like, oh, you can't deal with them. We need to deal with them, and let's put them over here.
Yeah, and that did have a, from a certain point of view, aspect to it as well.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
And it was a misunderstanding, which wars have started because of misunderstandings before.
Absolutely,
so it's not that bad a plot device to use.
That's right.
So I did enjoy that show as well. I must admit. I'm glad I didn't get caught up in all the crap that was, all these keyboard warrior nonsense.
I know.
It goes on.
Yeah.
Boo.
Number 2 for me, Mandalorian. I love this show. It was my favorite Star Wars show. Up until certain other shows came out, which we'll get to in just a second, as you probably everybody's guessed by now. But the Mandalorian for me, that I was watching the first 5 minutes of it, and he goes in and he does his, I can bring you in hot or I can bring you in cold thing, and then he goes and gets a taxi back to the shipyard. I was like, how could you not love this show? I was like,
that whole first sequence though was fairly shocking for a Star Wars show. It didn't chop the guy's arm off. I suppose he does that. Obi Wan does that in A New Hope, right enough. But just cut his body in half. Anyway, with the door, remember he shuts the door on him.
He bisects him. Yeah, he shuts the door. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, he uses a weapon to do it, whereas the Mandalorian uses a big door. Also, I mean, you're still alive once you've had your arm cut off you, because it's self-cauterizing, surely.
Apparently.
You're right over there.
Yeah, well, don't come running to me then when you get your arm cut off by a lightsaber. Is that what you're saying? Just walk it off, mate. Walk it off. It is but a scratch.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
So would you be done for hitting an armless man and an unarmed man? That joke would have worked if I hadn't screwed it up.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, let's try that again. The Mandalorian. I know there's some filler episodes in there, obviously, but there's some great episodes in there. There's some fantastic bits. The bits where Grogu is getting the egg and going and eating is just hilarious. I really like Grogu. You think yourself he'd be quite annoying, but he's actually not, because they use him just enough.
It works,
I think. Yeah.
You're right. They don't overuse him.
The one where I think it's season 2 where the Mandalorian's got him and he's got him trying to fix the wires, and he goes, "It's the red one and the blue one. Don't touch them." And he just looks at them and goes,
"Yeah." Have you seen the? Have you seen Have you seen that meme? And it's like Grogu's mum is like the gremlin from the gremlin with the bikini.
I know the gremlin you mean.
And Gremlins
From
2.
Gremlins 2, yeah.
And it's like Yoda had a few drinks too many, and he ended up. And that's how Grogu was born.
I mean, Yaddle and the female gremlin look kind of similar.
Yeah, well, Yaddle.
Anyway, as no shock to anyone who has been listening along for this top 10, Andor is my number one. For all the reasons that we've talked about and more, I think every character in it has their own part in the story. There's no superfluous characters. Everybody's there for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason. We know how it ends. We just want to know how they get to that point there, and it's so good just watching the story unfold.
Also, the acting is tremendous. The casting's tremendous.
Yeah.
The cinematography, the script, some of the monologues are some of the best stuff we've ever had in Star Wars.
Costume, set design, everything.
My God! By the way, it's off the scale. It's off the scale.
It's insane how good it is.
Oh, yeah. Music,
brilliant.
Everything.
Music's brilliant as well. Yeah, exactly. And again, they're not, because I feel that because this is a sprint towards the end. It's not really a sprint towards the end. It's like 12 episodes, but it's like the only one that we know that's coming out of this alive is Andor, and the only reason we know that is because he dies later on. So
Spoilers.
No one's coming out of this. I know, but that's what I'm saying, is that no one's coming out of this. Oh no, Mon Mothma. She makes it through. She makes it through.
By the way, do you know what worries me about that fact?
Yeah,
Bix is not in Rogue One.
No, she's not. No.
Worried about her?
No. I think she might be singing Bon Jovi songs.
What? Every rose has its thorn.
No, that's not Bon Jovi.
Is it not?
No. Blaze of Glory.
Oh, Blaze of Glory. That was a John Bon Jovi album, actually.
Was it?
A solo album? I'm pretty sure.
I don't want to fact check you live on
actually,
air, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a solo album that he did. I watched the Disney Plus Bon Jovi 3-part documentary.
It's a John Bon Jovi album, Jody. You were right.
Thank you. Young Guns. There you go. Alistair has just also confirmed Young Guns 2. Thank you.
Was it Young Guns 2? Wanted Dead or Alive was from Slippery When Wet. Yeah, and I think that was in the first one. That's a cracking album, by the way.
That's a cracker. That was a real crack. That was the first CD we ever bought.
Yeah.
Stone
Cold classic.
Yep, absolutely.
What happened?
What did it all go wrong for that guy?
What did it all go wrong for that guy? Never did anything decent after that. Apart from Blaze of Glory, obviously.
Well, his poor old voice has had it, I'll tell you that much.
Pretty bad, yeah.
It's a shame. He's working to get it back.
Yeah. But yeah, Andor, like the whole all that kind of stuff is brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, perfect. Oh, by the way, I just want to point. Can I have time? I'm being told it's our show and we can do what we want. So the genius, I don't know who came up with this idea, but they made the Gormans French, and so the way that they talk, just like they've either got French people speaking, they've either got French actors in to do the parts, or whatever it is, but it sounds the most natural I have ever heard.
It's not French though.
Any show, it's not French. No, it's not. But it has it has the phonetic sensibilities of French, but it's also got like some Flemish words in there, some German.
Yeah, they did invent a new sort of language.
It was the dialect coaches invented it. They did a fantastic job of the Gorman language. It just flows so well, and when they're arguing as well, there's the short guy that comes out into the street later on. No spoilers, but he's arguing and he's like screaming at the guy and like pointing his finger at him. It's not that kind of like you can hear that it's like stilted. Like when people talk in stilted German, you can hear it stilted. And you're like, that doesn't, you know, even as an English speaker, that doesn't feel right. This does not feel like that. It feels like proper. Yeah, but then they started wearing them. I know.
Yeah. Do you know what? I get Frank Spencer vibes though from Cyril when he wears his beret, his long jacket, his long coat.
He came out on screen with his beret, and the enemy goes, "Ooh, Betty."
Aye. Yeah, I got Frank Spencer vibes, definitely. But no, it's fantastic. It's absolutely, it's 100% the best thing we've done.
Yeah, and it's
Tony Gilroy. And he's not doing any more. That's him.
No, it's him. He's done Star Wars. Yeah.
You know, he's done. He did Rogue One as well. He's sort of he was on at the end of Rogue One for Gareth Edwards.
Yeah,
and he took over the mantle for Andor, and he's just knocked out of the park completely.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, done a fantastic job of it, and he's got like
Bono vibes and Cassian. Yes, absolutely. Is that the first time we've ever seen anybody with dark glasses? And
I think so. Yeah,
Lando did so. Have in the Solo movie, did he? He was pretty cool in that film. Donald Glover. Yeah. Perfect fit for Lando. Actually, we'll never see that TV show. That's for sure.
No, I know. That's a shame.
That would be promised.
That'd be good as well.
That would be good.
Yeah. I'm loving this. Apparently, next week is going to be the Gorman
massacre.
Massacre. Yeah, that's happening.
Apparently, that's a big deal in the comics and stuff.
So apparently, the one that happened was like 18 years before that, and Tarkin was looking.
The Tarkin thing.
Yeah. So it is exactly how they describe it. It's Tarkin is looking for a place to land. He's like just sat down there, and he just crushed all these people, which is like brutal. The fact that and then he walks out. It does sound very Tarkin. And then he just walks out over them as they're like screaming, obviously in pain.
Wow. I thought see when the bellboy.
That's a cakewalk compared to what's happening next week.
Oh wow! Holy moly!
Yeah.
See the but then it skips a year though. We're going to skip a year again. So how's that going to happen? Anyway,
but it's going to skip a year.
I see when the bellboy was describing all that stuff. And
then he got on his scooter and went down to Brighton.
No. I thought they were going to do a flashback, and we were going to see Tarkin.
I thought that was.
I was expecting it. I thought I was like that.
Gervin got a mention though, as you pointed out.
Got mentioned. Yep. Yeah.
That's good. Shout out to David Gervin, who's the script editor for the show.
Yeah. And we're going to do a watch along of episode 3 on Thursday.
Episode 3 this Thursday, yes. That's right. So, that's going to be our Andor. Do you want to talk about what you've been watching?
Well, I'll just say that I was meant to see Thunderbolts, the new Marvel movie. Very nice way to end the phase 4.
3.5. I don't know what phase it is.
4?
6.
Whatever phase it is. It was a really pleasant film. I really enjoyed it. Lots of really I feel as if they really had fun on that movie. And it zips along very nicely, I have to say. And it's really a lot of good humour in it. Characters are brilliant. Really well acted. Go see it. Really recommend it. Fantastic.
Well, I'm going to go see it on Tuesday. I'll let you guys know next week. I think. Did you see Brave New World?
Yeah, I did. Aye. Yeah.
So
that did not zip along nicely. That was boring, exciting bit, end. That's my review.
That came in like a drunk guy driving down a busy street, careering into vehicles.
Basically. And then it ended.
And then ended on the steps of his tenement.
Yeah. The name check it actually as well in Thunderbolts. Not in the way I just checked it,
Really?
but
All right.
nah, it was rubbish. It was pretty bland. It was pedestrian. You know, it wasn't entertaining.
I saw 3 movies that began with the letter C this week. I don't know why. It just worked that way. So our Friday night movie was Cleaner, which is the Daisy Ridley one, which
Cinema.
is it's a Sky original. So this is the same studio what brought you that Josh Hartnell one that was basically snakes in a plane or terrorists in a plane or whatever it is. Almost exactly the same story.
Oh really?
So put it in it's shockingly. I don't know. It wasn't. It wasn't good.
It's good to see Daisy getting a bit of work, but she's better than that. You know.
Clive Owen's in it.
Is he?
Why is Clive Owen in this? That's what I was all through it. He's talking away, and I'm going. I'm not picking this up because all I'm thinking to myself is, why are you here?
He's good. He was great in that Murder at the End of the World show.
Yes, brilliant. Also, what's her face? Emma Corrin. She's the detective. She also plays. She's in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Right. Okay.
It's Emma Corrin. Yeah, Emma Corrin. She's brilliant as well. In that and also there. I watched Clue again last night because it came up. It said, "You like movies like this?"
So it was
on Netflix. But there's nothing on Netflix. Like nothing. That I'm watching. But it's just yeah. So I thought I'll watch it. It's an hour and a half, and it's got the 3 endings at the end of it. It's still a very, very funny movie.
That is a good film, actually. I didn't know it was Netflix. Yeah. I'm watching that. Oh God, it's you carry on while I figure out.
Well, I was going to say that I also watched Conclave because it was on Prime Video. Because obviously, world events that's happening right now, there is actually a conclave about to happen.
Is that free on Prime just now?
It's free on Prime, yeah.
Is it really?
I didn't pay for it. Yeah.
All right, we need to watch that then.
It's got a star-studded. It's got Rafe Fiennes is in it. He plays Cardinal Lawrence, who's the main dude, the dean. John Lithgow's in it. Stanley Tucci's in it. Isabella Rossellini is in it. It's fantastic. She plays Sister Agnes. It is fantastic. It is a great, great movie. And I am telling you right now, Rafe Fiennes was robbed. He should have got that Oscar.
I'm going to watch that. I think that sounds good. Sounds up my street.
I think he was absolutely robbed. He should have won it for a number of movies, but because the poor guy's never won, and I don't understand.
Never won it.
No,
unbelievable.
Nominated, never won. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Damn shame. He should have won. He should definitely have won for that and for many other ones as well. But can't recommend it enough. Even if you're not of that particular faith, it is it's not a murder mystery, but it's kind of like a murder mystery. It's like unraveling secrets and things. A thriller, I guess. But it's that kind of idea. So yeah, basically the Pope dies and then weird stuff starts to happen. And Cardinal Lawrence has to figure out why all this weird stuff is happening. Not like supernatural weird stuff, but like very clearly physical in this realm type weird stuff. Like, who's this guy? Like that kind of stuff. Because apparently a lot of people try and sneak in the conclave, like pretend to be cardinals.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, if you like what we do, don't forget to hit the old like button and share, and smash that like button as it says down there.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
And if you want timely reminder of when we put something new up, press the subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will let you know. Currently, it's 8 p.m. That's usually when we release a video. every Sunday. And every Thursday, we're going through Andor, and as Jodie said, we're on episode 3 of season 2 in our watch parties. If you want to watch along with us, if you don't have anyone else to watch along with you just want to watch it again, see you on Thursday.
Thanks for turning up, guys. James,
thanks for comments as well.
Appreciate it.
As well.
Brilliant.
Yes, thank you.
As ever.
And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.